Okay, this is going to be a demo on the Autotracker system. This is a system that will give you full visibility of your workshop. You don't need any kind of hardware. It's literally a cloud-based system. You can get a login. You can capture all the statuses in your process. You can add the users, and you can straight away use the system. So it is cloud-based, and it does render to a mobile phone. So that is what it would look like on a mobile phone. All the screens are accessible from PC, tablet, or mobile phone. So I'm just going to log in as an admin user. If you need to sign up users, you can go to the sign up screen. You can see there, that's what that looks like. Or if you have a login, you can just log in. Okay. This is the main landing page. So it shows you who's logged in, your username, and it gives you your access level and your role ID. Now, what your role ID is that when you create a user, you can assign a role ID, and that will basically tell the system what you can and can't see. So this is admin, we can see everything, but most of this admin section, if you don't have the access to it, you won't be seeing it. So for instance, if a technician is using it, they will be able to see a vehicle list, and that's pretty much it, and the reporting. But you can define who can see what and what users can access which part of the system. So if we go here, the first button is this process statuses. So here's where you define the process. Customer arrived, vehicle received, technician completed. So this is the entire end-to-end process that I've created. But you can define whatever steps you want. You can go in and update them or delete them if you don't need them in the future. And you can also define the role. So I've created a service advisor role or a front of shop role, service advisor, management, etc., and then a workshop role. So anything that would be back of office would be role 1, so wash bay, etc. And that's what you can define who can see what. You can create new statuses here. It's very easy to do that. You can go in and you can create QR codes. So you can use QR codes or not. I've created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. If you click on them, that would be the QR code. You can download them, print them, and you can use this QR code. Every time you scan this QR code, any vehicle that has been assigned to the QR code will open up on the system. I'll show you that example now. But you don't have to use the QR codes. You can just use the system itself, but the value add is the QR code because you can just scan the QR code. It'll take you straight to the job card and you can update the vehicle status. So when a customer arrives, you want to link that vehicle to a QR code. So here they all are linked. But for instance, if we wanted to create a new QR code, because we've got an additional vehicle in, we can create it. And you can see this one is blank. So either at time of booking or when a customer arrives, you can link a registration to a QR code, DXB789, and I want to mark that customer has arrived, and I create that. So here you can see we have customer arrived linked to QR code 19. So if we go back now, if we view QR codes, you can see if we go to 19, we haven't yet created that QR code. We can just click on create. And now when we go in, we have QR code 19. So you could do this in advance, or you could pre-create 100 QR codes and then just assign customers to them. Or if you didn't want to use the QR code, you could just work through the actual vehicle list here. So this is a list of all the vehicles in the workshop. You can see who the latest user was that dealt with them and what status they're in. So this DXB789 customer has just arrived. If you want to view the status card or the job card, you can view it here. Here it will be blue if there's no issue. If there is an issue, you can make it red. So if I click on view, here's the card. You can see the current status here, the to-do status, and then any completed statuses. So the customer has arrived. We've already marked them as arrived. We now want to update to vehicle received. So we click update status. If there's an issue, we can click on the issue button and it'll make it red. So now everyone can see that there's an issue there. But we don't have an issue. I'll mark it back. We can go back in and we want to update it as vehicle received. So we're currently in arrived. We want to make it received. Now you can see vehicle received. If we go back into that, you can see here, it's in vehicle received. The next status is when the technician receives the vehicle. That's why we can't do anything further. But you can see we've completed customer arrived. We are in the second status, vehicle received. The next one to do is technician received. We aren't technicians, we service advisors. That's why we can't do anything further here. We can go into a vehicle history screen, where here you can see DXB789. You can see the history. It arrived at this time, and it was received at this time, and every status that we update will be put into this table. So that's a very, very nice overview of the history. We can then go into a status report. So this report, I would advise putting it on a big screen, maybe in the workshop. You can see any vehicle with an issue goes red. And here's your end-to-end journey of all the statuses you've created. This is dynamic, so whatever statuses you put in, this report would update. And you can see where the vehicle is in each status, and a count at the bottom of how many vehicles in each status. So as your workshop fills up, and as we update the statuses, every 5 seconds this report updates, you'll see the vehicle move from status to status. This status table is another report. I'd also advise putting this on a big screen somewhere. Here you can see a list of all the vehicles, their QR code ID, who is currently dealing with them, and what status they're in. You have your start time, your current time, and the duration. So here you can see how long that vehicle has been in that status. And if there's an issue, the user will mark it on that job card as an issue. It'll come up red here. So straight away on the board, you can see which people need help, who the person is. It'll be the user, their tech. It's in technician received. There's something wrong there. He can't continue with his work. So it is red. If it's blue, we know everything is fine. So that's an overview of all the buttons. I'm going to log out and I'm going to log back in as a technician. So if I go back in as a technician, each technician would have their own ID. So you can see role ID is 1. I can either scan the QR code and it'll take me straight to the job card, or I can go through this screen if you don't want to use the QR codes. I would recommend using the QR codes. So DXB789 was received by the service advisor. We're going to go in and view it, or we could scan the QR code in the vehicle, and if we do that, it would open this card. So either by going through the system or just using your mobile phone, you can scan the QR code in the vehicle. You can see the current status is vehicle received. We want to update it to technician received. We update the status. You can see now it's in technician received. So if I just go to another window here, show you quickly that reporting screen. So here we have status. We have DXB789's technician received. So the technician now works on this vehicle. When he's complete, he scans the QR code. Again, it would open this screen. He is now in technician received. He wants to mark it as complete. He clicks update status, and now you'll see 789 moves across to completed. If the QA guy is now going to go and check it, he's going to scan the QR code. It's going to open the screen. You can see the current status is completed. I'm going to mark it as QA check. Maybe there's an issue. I want everyone to be aware of the issue. I'll click on that. You can see it's gone red. If we go into the other report, because we have 2 big screen reports that we can use, I'll go back into the status table report. You can see all the ones that have been marked as red are red. So maybe somebody comes now and assists me, helps me fix whatever the concern was. I'll mark it as okay. You can see the red goes away here, and the red has gone away here. So that's a very, very nice way of being able to see the status of every vehicle in your workshop. When QA is done, we can update that. If we go back in now and view it, you can see QA check is done. When it arrives at the wash bay, the guys can use their mobile phone, scan the QR code, this will open, they can update it. And as you can see, as we go through every status, it gets added at the bottom of the job card as a status complete. So we currently in QA check, it's arrived at wash bay mark it as received. You can see now wash bay is received, and you can see QA check is complete. When wash bay are finished, they update the status, and again, it shows wash bay completed. Now they can do nothing further because the next status is invoicing. So the service advisor would have to log in now and complete the invoicing. But this is basically how the system works. You can go in, you can see the history of the vehicle, you can see everything that's happened in order with the times. You have visibility of reporting if there are any issues, what status the vehicle is in, and these statuses are defined by role. So ready for invoicing will be service advisor, awaiting customer, customer handover, and once the customer is paid, it will then go and clear the QR code for this vehicle and make it available for the next vehicle coming in. So that's how the Autotracker system works. This vehicle list, the minute we've gone through the entire process, it will clear this vehicle from the QR code. This QR code will be available to be assigned to the next vehicle, and we will have the full history of DXB 789 in the history report. So that's a bit of an overview of the Autotracker system. I hope you found it interesting. I'm going to log out there, and then we're back on the logout screen. Thank you very much.